I want Machias or Millium to level up Lara.
Oh, I could probably fish here.
5 fishing attempts. So many. We probably won't get a new fish, but at least we'll get points.
Not bad.
Fish again. Alright, I think this is a fighter. Is what the game called it?
Not bad.
Yes. 7 masses, thank you. As long as we don't get another giant frog, it's alright. Honestly, that frog was good experience points, and it was really not that annoying to fight. Mostly because Overdrive has made me too powerful.
Not bad.
I got a carp. Debating if I should go to the hot springs again to refill whatever CP I used. I mean, it's free.
Caught one.
So no reason not to. So many fish, and none of them were new.
Caught one.
Okay. Back home. Time to spend some bonding points. Let's look at it. Wait, was Sarah's not on this list? Does she count as a member of... Oh, she does count as a member of Class 7. I have nothing from Elisa. Huh. You can check the fish book to see how much is missing on the list. Not too many. Not too many at all. It looks like there's only one more rod to get. I've been being good about getting books. That's something. Where's Instructor Sarah? Was she in the Crimson Wings? I want to hang out with her first. Hello, I would like to learn about bracers, please. Yes, I already read this. Let me hang out with you. Yes. That sounds nice, actually. Would you mind hanging out for a while? Striking while the iron's hot, I see. All right, I could use the company. I was actually thinking of heading to the tavern for a drink or two. What do you say to a little change of venue? It's fine with me, but I'll stick with living the dry life. Figured you'd say that. Come on, then. I think that's where Toval is. No sooner had they arrived at the tavern did Sarah ask Gerald for alcohol recommendations. And after she offered to pay, Reen settled on a ginger ale. I hate ginger ale. I hate it so much. It tastes so bad. This is the good stuff. Anytime someone's like, oh, it'll settle your stomach, I'm like, no, it won't. It'll make me throw up. You are clearly wrong. It's got a very mellow taste, but it's sweet and refreshing too. I had no idea you could make something so good out of rice of all things. Rice wine is great, Sarah. You are missing out. It's a kind of alcohol from the East that Master Ka-Fai brought here, I believe. Gerald said it's called Junmai Shu. That Master Ka-Fai sure knows his stuff. He sounds like a man I'd love to drink the night away with. You probably would. He's always been a bit of a heavy drinker, so I'm pretty sure he'd take you up on that if you asked. Match made in heaven. But you may want to cut down on the booze. With things so shaky now, you never know when you'll need to take action. I know. I'm not planning on getting myself plastered when you've got that discussion later on, so don't freak out. I think I've earned a bit of alcoholic relaxation time, personally. After all, I went cold turkey while I was in hiding. It was torture. She went a month without alcohol? Oh my god. Would you deny your poor instructor some sweet, sweet relief? Sure. Relief. Let's call it that. What have you been doing all this time, anyway? We didn't hear so much as a rumor about you. Oh, I was just lying low, gathering what information I could through connections from my guild years. Information about what was going on elsewhere in the country, the capital in particular, that kind of stuff. In the capital? Did you manage to find anything out? No more than you did yourselves, sad to say. The Noble Alliance is doing a great job of keeping information from leaking out of the city. After that, I decided to sneak into the Croissant province to follow the Alliance's movements from there. And that was where I ended up getting in contact with Eustace. I see. It's pretty impressive you were able to do so much all on your own. Isn't that kind of what bracers do? I feel like that's a bracer. Well, working alone and gathering information are two things I had to get used to during my guild years. So it was nothing new to me. If anything, I'm more impressed with everything you've managed to do. I was glad to see everyone here was okay after that Jaeger attack, too. Sounds like it was a high-ranking corps. Yeah, the Northern Jaegers, under orders from Duke Alberea. Fortunately, there were no fatalities, even if the experience was pretty traumatic for everyone. Dad's woken up now, too, so there's been no real long-term damage here. We had the goddess's blessings in that respect. I'm sorry I couldn't be there to help when you needed it most, Reen. You don't need to apologize. You couldn't possibly have known what was going to happen. Is something wrong? You look distracted all of a sudden. No, it's nothing. I was just thinking about what a relief it is that your dad's okay. He always seemed like such a pleasant man, especially for a noble. Handsome, too. My mother will hurt you. I don't like where this is going. Oh, relax. I'm just kidding. Anyway, all that aside, you've made it this far. You can make it the rest of the way, too. Just keep your eyes on the future, and that starts by deciding what to do next. You're right. We'll all be counting on your support. Ah, that stuff is awesome. Can you at least let me finish before you wind up passed out on the floor? You're interrupting my monologue. After finishing her drink, Reen led an ever-so-tipsy Instructor Sarah back to the Phoenix Wings. My bond with Instructor Sarah has strengthened. Yeah, level up. Powerful strike and deadly assist. Alright, now we could do another hangout with Sarah. Did that give us any information on Sarah? It sure didn't. So we probably have to do her second one to learn anything. I hate it here. Okay, let's hang out with everyone once before I make a decision if I want to hang out with people 2 times. We'll do Eustace last because we did the hot springs with Eustace. Let's go Let's go hang out with Emma. Because I'm interested in this conversation about the Anguis. Or she said she wanted to go shopping for something. Yeah, let's go shopping. I know Celine's not allowed, but do you mind if I join you with your shopping? Is she not allowed in the store? Why not? If it's okay, I mean. I know the shop here pretty well, so I might be able to help you find whatever it is you're looking for. Really? That'd be lovely. But you've got to stay here, Celine. Rean and I can handle this on our own, so don't even try to follow us. Fine. Whatever. All this secrecy is creeping me out anyway. It's definitely a gift for Celine. It's definitely the shaved ice maker. Rean and Emma left a slightly sulky Celine behind and took off to the store to buy whatever it was Emma was searching for. Here we go. The color looks just right, too. That's wool, right? I didn't know you could knit. I used to do it quite often back home, actually. I've been working on a scarf for Celine for a while now as a sort of reunion present. It's almost done, too, but I ran out of wool, so I came here to buy some more. We're looking at cans. I thought we were buying, like, cat food. Where is the wool? Oh, really? In that case, why not finish it in our living room? That way, you should be able to work on it without her finding out about the surprise. That sounds like an excellent idea. Thank you, Rean. After showing Emma to the mansion's living room, Rean decided to sit and accompany her as she worked, the both of them enjoying the soothing warmth of the fire. I made some tea, Emma. That looks great so far. Why, thank you, Rean. I think this deep blue color will really suit her personally. You can do that without looking at what your hands are doing? Dang. Yeah, definitely. I can't wait to see how it'll look when it's done. It's nice to see how close the two of you are. Close? Do you really think so? She's certainly important to me, but at the same time, she's not exactly pleasant to me most of the time, either. Yeah. She is kind of mean. You're not wrong. I don't think she means any harm by it. Don't tell her that I said this, but she was really worried about you the whole time we were separated. I know for a fact that she cares about you, even if she has a tough time putting it into words. Really? Thanks for telling me. We've been together since the day I was born, but I guess I still have a hard time reading her. Once I began training to become a full-fledged witch, she became my familiar. So, in a sense, she's like a sister to me. Really? Kind of jealous. That... of what? As far as siblings go, it's like you two can be completely open with one another. But when it comes to Elise, I always find myself holding back from saying what I'm really thinking. You say that, but I'm sure Celine is still keeping plenty of things from me. I can certainly be more open with her than I can with Vita, though, at least. If you don't mind my asking, how are the two of you related, anyway? You said she was something of a sister to you when we first found out her true identity? She's a sister in the sense that we both trained to become witches together. Are you not just in the same coven? I just kind of assumed that it was a coven thing, and you just all called your fellow coveners sisters. Definitely a word. Don't question it. She's a sister in the sense that we both trained to become witches together. I always admired and looked up to her, both for her skill in witchcraft and her beautiful voice. Even now, I feel like I'll never be able to catch up to her in terms of raw talent. I see. Maybe you can. Maybe you can't. All you can do is keep trying, really. I suppose. One thing's for certain. You won't be able to catch up with her in a day. You don't learn how to knit that scarf in a day, right? That took time. Catching up to Vita shouldn't feel any different. All you can do is keep trying to better yourself. When you put it that way, you have a point. Thank you for the encouragement, Reen. I feel a lot better. What was this bonding moment? Eventually, Emma finished knitting the scarf and promptly delivered it to Celine. Makes sense. Yeah, he really hit her with Rome wasn't built in a day. And while she may not have put it into words, it was obvious from her purring that she was very pleased. My bond with Emma has strengthened. Yay. I'm so glad that Celine ended up liking the scarf after all, even if she is still too embarrassed to wear it. I'm not embarrassed. I'm just distraught that you wasted your time and energy making something for me. Make sure you get some rest now, okay? I will. They're so happy together. There's got to be some place where we can unwind together. No. So where's the scarf? We're never going to see that scarf. Literally ever. It may as well not even exist. Okay. So many people to hang out with. We're definitely going to hang out with Lara at least once. Did that count as learning anything about Emma? Yes, it did. So hanging out with Emma a second time probably wouldn't get us another point. Probably. Who's to know? I'm just gonna walk over to Lara. It'll be easier than trying to find a closer teleport. Hey, Lara. Even the air here feels clean. Oh, I don't think I spoke to you earlier. It's not hard to see why Yun Kafai is so fond of this village. I hope that I'll get the chance to bring Father and Klaus here one day. We'd be happy to have them. And don't worry, I'm sure you'll have plenty of chances once the war's over. I hope so. I suppose that's another reason for us to hasten its conclusion. But I'm still at a loss as to how, though. What should we do, I wonder? She's definitely racking her brain over this. Maybe a break would do her good? Well, we have to hang out with Lara. It's not a choice. Why don't we go somewhere and take a break? It's good to take a breather sometimes when you're stuck on a difficult problem. Sounds reasonable. In that case, I'd like to ask you a favor. Would you escort me to your room? Excuse me? What? So this is your bedroom? Apparently. The decor has something of an Eastern feel to it. It's not an Eastern feel to it. It just is Eastern. The end. Fitting for a former student of Yun Kafai's. Is there anything here that's particularly representative of the 8 Leaves School? Should have known. You caught me off guard when you asked to see my room. But it figures that's what you were interested in. What did you think she was interested in, Reen? Why would you be surprised? Oh, it's nothing. As for your question, I don't have all that much, I'm afraid. Wait, actually, I have some tea leaves Master Kafai gave to Dad a while back, I think. How about it? You up for having some green tea? I could go for some tea. Really? I'd like that very much. What are these? Are they like already skinned persimmons or something? This has quite a refined taste indeed. It isn't my first time tasting green tea. Monica let me sample the tea served at her class's tea house during the festival. But this seems to have more depth to its flavor and fragrance. Master Kafai is a huge fan of this kind, apparently. He brought it back from the East himself. He's always bringing gifts whenever he comes to visit, so he's popular among the locals. Everyone here likes him. Really now. I've yet to have the opportunity to meet him in person. Neither have I. When's he going to be in the story? But I can easily see why he and Father get along so well. Would you happen to know where he is now? Nope, afraid not. That letter I received from him during our vacation here didn't specify. Dang it. They always bring up this stupid drama CD. I'm just gonna have to give in and watch it. Maybe I'll do it tonight. God. He's always been something of a vagrant. He wanders the continent throughout the year, stopping off wherever he pleases. So while I couldn't tell you where he is, I'm sure he's just fine. I imagine so. If rumor is to be believed, he's as proficient with a blade as Father, if not more so. Are you worried about your dad? I am. I try to avoid admitting it publicly, but it's a fact. His skill is as immense as ever, but given the various new weapons that have come into play during this war, along with other powerful warriors such as General Aurelia and that knight from Ouroboros, we're just not going to mention Bardius. He doesn't matter. Yeah, or McBurn, for that matter. The man's terrifying. Yeah, I can't blame you for being a little concerned under the circumstances. She really mentioned Duvally, but not McBurn. Still, all we can do in the meantime is keep going and do what we're able. So long as we keep that up, I'm sure we'll be reunited with them in due time. Maybe. No, you're right. In a sense, this is but another trial we must overcome. It's a barrier to reach greater heights. Yeah, and I know we can overcome it so long as we're together. Should have said barrier. Would have been so much better. We reached Link level 3. Man, Lara's level 3 support with everyone is anger. She's always angry. That tea was delicious. Thank you for allowing me to join you. Incidentally, Tova mentioned that you used to train somewhere deeper in the mountains. Is that true? Yep, in the Isengard Range. Wait, don't tell me you're planning on going there on your own. Well, after that break, I feel like doing something more active. A walk in the crisp, snowy mountains should clear my mind just perfectly. I wouldn't mind a mountain walk. I'm indecisive.